talked about come alive. They make you feel more human. They make you feel more connected. And once you have tactical depth combined with these emotions, there's a recipe for success. Of course, like there are a lot of factors that go into it, which you guys all know about, like how well you've designed it, how what's the level out there, and kind of those kind of things. And those are all important. But at the end of the day, as game designers, you're storytellers. You have to tell your story, the game that you want to play, the game you see others playing, and ensuring that you make it simple enough for anyone to come in, but experience a lot more. You wow them. Make sense? Cool. That's all I want to say. Can I invite everyone back up so that we can take some questions?
Sure.
All right. Sana, Michael. You had a question?
Yeah, I mean, when you were talking about just using, when you were speaking about just using the swipe up and swipe either sideways, like I think Temple Run is another good example of that. The same point you mentioned, tactical strategy and emotional appeal as well.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, in no way I'm suggesting that you guys use it, but I'm just saying it's really simple.
Any other questions? Either on AdMob use, what type of games Kushagra is going to pick tomorrow? This is your chance.
If the team actually wins or gets chosen, how long until I'm guessing there's a deadline for?
Yes. So can you talk about the dates for the student app challenge?
Yeah. So you need to completed your app by the 31st of March. And then you're also required to write a short business report explaining your approach and strategy. And that needs to be submitted by the 15th of April. And on the AdMob website, there's an example you can download.
So while the final deadline to put in your submission is March 31st, is that right? Yes. But the moment you ping us and say, this is my proof of submission, you're going to get the PlayStation right away. So I would say the sooner the better. Any other question?
Yeah. So I saw that there's going to be a 5 group members limitation on the second phase, right? And then can they be new teammates, or do they have to be the teammates you work on tonight?
The second phase of which, so the design jam, the second phase of the student challenge.
Yeah, the student challenge.
The student challenge. Can be different.
Yeah, they can be different. You can register your team on the AdMob website and say whichever folks you choose from there.
Okay, so that's a different registration.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
But basically what happens is whoever is sending us a note with the proof of submission and is a person that has been part of the team here, they're the ones who are getting the PlayStation. Any other questions? Does everyone know what they're going to be making over the next 24 hours? Yeah? Who knows? Raise your hand. Woo! Woo-hoo! Oh, that means maybe. Okay. Who maybe knows? Okay. Who has no idea and is stressed out of their mind? Okay. All right, so how about this? Let's help you guys think through some ideas. What are some things that you wish as a game player you would see out there on the Google Play Store and you're like, why hasn't anyone done this? Because you play games on everything, not just mobile phone.
I started this
website. That's a great question. Like, as I think as a platform matures, I think the games get very, very complex. And there are a lot of games that we used to play as kids, right? Like, think of the games you played using a pencil and a simple paper in your classroom. I don't see those kind of games, I don't know, like those kind of games coming onto mobile as yet. I'd love to just relive my childhood memories. The kind of games that I was, maybe have you ever played this game called Name Place? I don't think. That's such a fun game, like you say, and go, and you start writing these names. Name of an animal, name of a place, name of a thing, right? I'd love to play that in a multiplayer mode with my friends and see how that goes. So maybe more games like those, just simple and athletes to bring back those memories.
How about you, Michael? You have any thoughts? What you'd like to see?
Yeah, so again, we did some research in the US market, and we spoke to 1,000 mobile app users, and we said to them, we asked them 2 questions. We said, if you have 5 minutes of spare time and you've got your phone in your hand, what kind of app do you use? And the majority of people said that they use a communication app. They send a text or they go on Facebook. That kind of surprised us. And so we said, well, if you have 30 minutes of spare time, what do you do? And about 70% of the respondents said that they would play a game. And this was kind of surprising to us because we thought it would be the other way around. And I think that as the smartphone games market has matured over the last few years, I think people are much more into getting engaged into a game on their phone and investing more time in it, rather than just being a game that you play for a couple of minutes while you're waiting for the bus or something. So I think that don't be afraid of thinking about games which are more in depth.
And if the concern is like, okay, I may think of a very deep game, but man, who's going to be able to develop it? Because I don't have any developers on my team yet, and that wasn't a part of the contest. Don't worry about that right now. When the mentor, who is the engineering mentor, Eugene, comes in tomorrow, if you have enough of an idea of what the game will be, he's a guy to basically talk to and be like, how long do you think that scope is going to take to develop? If I have someone who's as good as you, what about if there's someone who's like a student still? And so you can kind of guesstimate how long the development time would be. And plus, whatever you pitch tomorrow, that may be the ideal game, but not what you're going to be developing and submitting to the final one. So as long as it's enough of an understanding of how you guys are thinking, we're going to be happy with the pitches tomorrow. Do you want to say something?
Good.
Oh, okay.
More questions?
Any other questions? Yes?
What is the minimum number of people? Is there such a thing?
For the pitches tomorrow?
Yep.
You could have one person in your team if you like. You could have half a person who can somehow manage that. I don't know. We just care about the pitches. We're leaving it to you guys to decide how many or how few people you want. In general, though, if there's a group of you that are sort of friends and you want to increase your overall group's chances of getting that PlayStation, I would say pitch multiple ideas. Whoever then wins and is the finalist for tomorrow, then you guys can maybe collaborate and do the actual development part together. So that's my suggestion. Plus, at least in the Berkeley folks, there was a lot of disagreement on what to actually make. They were fighting with each other. So don't fight. Spend your energies actually fleshing out your games. And, if you win, it's the whole, it'll be just fun to play with that PlayStation together anyways. So. Anything else? Yes?
Maybe you have mentioned this before, but tomorrow when we're pitching, like what are the timelines and what exactly are you looking for in the pitch other than the idea aspect? Like if you're able to develop some aspect of the game, and can we demo and showcase that? Or
Yeah, so what is the timeline? The pitches will at maximum be 5 minutes. If we are getting a lot of pitchers from here, there's other folks who are going to be coming in person as well as the international guys, we might actually have to shrink it so that the judges and you all get out at a reasonable hour and not at 11 p.m. because the pitches just took several hours, right? So the max will be 5 minutes, it may be shorter. So plan for the shortest possible pitch you can that gets the idea across. What we're going to be looking for, if you go to the Eventbrite page itself, which is for this event, it fleshes out the sections of how we think about game concept pitch. Now, what you probably want to do is, in case we have to reduce it from 5 minutes, or just to be on the safe side that your presentation might be going over, but there's other things you want us to understand, your one-page handout that you're going to hand to us or email to us, make sure to put all the main ideas of what you want us to know about the game on that one page.